Thank you, Margit. That was pressure, by the way. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for having me this day. First of all, that was part of me, as what was mentioned as my CV. I'm also a child immigrant back in the days. This is how they look like after 20 years, by the way. I came to Finland when I was 15. I left my home country, Somalia. It was in the term war. There was a civil war going on there. I was from a family of 10 who are alive, and I was the second child, and my family has to decide, should they send my sister, who was older than me, or should they send me? So the question of why immigrant youth, and especially men, are coming, actually I came, and it was easy for my family to send me, not because I was a boy, but also that I could not be part of the conflicts in there. I was almost 12, but I was a little bit taller than my age, and I would have been recruited to go and shoot people down. So because the armies were not getting girls to do that, they were getting young boys, so I was given the chance to leave, and I'm forever grateful for my father and my mother. I also came with what you call a smuggler today. These guys seems to be devils as we look at them now. To me, 15 years old, they were heroes. And to most of those people who are using smugglers, they're also heroes. So you need to understand the complex of these bad guys. Of course, they did not do this for free. My family had to pay almost thousands of euros that we didn't have, and that's why I am here. Well, 20 years or 23 years later, I have to say that this was part of me, and this is what made me to be who I am today. If I would get the chance to go back to history, and I will be told, do you want to live again? Yes, I would. I would not change that for anything. I came to Finland. I was 15. I was received. Before I kind of go to my story, I also wanted to, when I was contacted by this group who's doing this event today, I started to think that I'm a consultant, I'm a radio person, I have a lot of materials that I can share with you, I can bring PowerPoints, but we live in a post-truth world at the moment, post-truth era. Nobody cares about facts and truth. Everybody wants to know the story behind what is happening with these people who are coming here. Well, listening to almost all the presentations today and sitting on the back of that room, I kind of felt the room was full of, I will not say negative, but not very positive visions when you talk about immigrant, especially the youth. But when you do that right, when you help those children in the right way, they become the Abdirahims of today. Of course, I have lost my hair, I look different, I look older, but what I do right now for Finland, I pay taxes. I'm a young person. I still have another 40 years to go before I get pension. At the moment, I take Finnish companies to East Africa, where they sell services and goods. So I have created a job for myself. I do not expect the country to create jobs for me. I have created the jobs. So when you give these newcomers, when you give these small children who are coming here, the possibilities to really dream and have a dream, and also try to achieve that dream, then there is the possibility of them being more good for the host countries than bad. I'm a Muslim. I have not given up on my religion. I'm black. I cannot get rid of this color, and I love this color. I'm a man. I'm a migrant. I'm everything that you see from these newcomers. This was me. The people that you see today coming to Europe in this mass are me 23 years ago. I came the same way. I felt what they were feeling. I had the same burdens. And one of the biggest was, how do I get to succeed? How do I get to create a dream that I can be proud of? I've always heard when I was a young kid of the American dream, but we haven't created a European dream. I have created a Finnish dream for myself, and I hope you can create dreams for these people who are coming here so that they can dream and go to the point of where they are going. To me, the biggest challenges in the societies were the attitudes of people. It wasn't the government, it wasn't the system itself. The system in Finland is much better than the system in Sweden when it comes to integration. I'm not here to diss my Swedish friends, but that's a reality because I do consultant on this job. In Finland, you get to keep to learn your own language, mother tongue in schools, and also your own religion. These are given to you through the integration processes. And Finland has made this possible for anyone who comes there. So if there are about 3 students in any school, there have to be at least 3 of them for them to get the language courses from their own mother tongue or the religion that they want to learn. And this has been given to them. And I loved the idea of what Finland is doing. What we don't see and what is happening today in most of Europe, it's not that the refugees have become more worse or bad people just all of a sudden. It's because of we are not listening to the experts. We are not listening to the people who have the facts and the true stories about this issue. We are listening to populistic politicians who are there to gain a political portfolio for themselves and get to power. But when they get there, they don't have the possibilities to change what can really be changed. I would say what has helped me a lot and what can help the youth that you Estonians and other countries are thinking to take was a positive role model. I was a young boy. I couldn't find anyone who looked like me and that I could say that I want to become that person. And I had to imitate rappers from the United States because they were the only guys I could see from the TV. I didn't love rap music. Actually, I'm more of a rock music fan. You wouldn't think of this as a Muslim and a black guy loving rock music, but yes, I am, by the way. But then because I couldn't find people who are like that, so I had to imitate and had to wear the baggies and all those kind of stuff to get me to where I'm going. The other thing that affected me personally and that I can see affecting the newcomers right now is the negative portrayal of youth all the time. The negative. Every time you show refugee kids, you show them a very negative side of them, looking really fragile and all. They are not all like that. Some of them would not even want to show that. Some of them would like to be shown a picture of a success in order for them to have the story or the journey where they want to go. You ask many questions, and I was listening today about the youth running away from the host countries. A lot of my friends ran from Finland also and went to England or America. And one of the reasons was because they wanted to get jobs. They didn't get jobs. Of course, you don't have all the jobs for everyone, but then everyone wants to have a better life, and that's why they're there. I happen to be one of the blessed people and the ones who got the better chance, and that is where I am. That's how I got here today. I prepared so many things I wanted to say, but I put them all aside because after listening to all of you, I just decided that maybe you guys should see the positive side of what can happen when you really integrate these newcomers in the best way. I have been given a chance in Finland. I got that chance. I used that chance. And I believe most of my fellow immigrant children who are coming here, or even adults, they also want this chance. So if you can create the possibilities to dream, if you can create the possibilities to be part of the societies, if you can create the possibility for them to get forward, then I think they will become the future taxpayers of this country and they will have a lot to give back to the societies. If I understood well, most of the refugees coming right now to Europe are at the age of their 20s to 30s. Most of them, and the middle age of Europe at the moment is a little bit over 40 years. So you need labor force. And this is, when you look at statistics everywhere, it says that Europe will need, in the coming years, labor forces. So why not use these people who are already paying their own tickets, even though it's their last pennies to come here? Why not look at this as an investment and something that you can get back to? On my behalf and all youth immigrants, I would love to say thank you for giving these possibilities to all of these people coming all around the world to Europe. I don't think that as a European taxpayer that we can solve all those problems by getting everyone here, but we can try through foreign policies also to affect from where they're coming from, those countries where they are, try to help them back there. My job at the moment, like I told you, in Finnish Consulting Group, is to to create jobs in Somalia and Kenya and neighboring countries like Ethiopia in order to get those 1,000 immigrant youth who are in their mind, they're already thinking to go away from these countries because they don't have a possibility there. So I'm creating jobs back there for them to stay there. I will hope that you can, Estonians and all other European countries, help in this issue of getting things also back there better in order for the world to have a stable. Thank you. I will answer questions when it comes, but my time is over.